Hi, I'm Elle King, and this is A-Sides.
Hi.
Hi.
That sounded awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining me in my living room.
Yeah, it's
Isn't
really
it nice and cozy?
Yeah, it's really nice in here.
I think people are going to think it's really my living room.
No.
Probably not, yeah.
No.
My living room's surrounded by kids' toys because I have children. If I didn't, it would be weird.
Oh,
So-
well, my
Right.
living room is full of kids' toys, and I don't have children, so.
No judgment. There's no judgment.
You just said it was weird, so it's getting
For
awkward
me,
already.
oh my God. So let me ask you something. So you just did South by, right? Depending on when people watch this, you did South by last month or 2 months ago or whatever. What was that experience like? There's also so much hype surrounding you, and I mean that positively, but does that throw some extra pressure your way?
No, it's weird that you're sitting this close with all this hype around me. I don't understand it.
You couldn't even get your head through this door.
No, well, South by was really fun. It was cool this year because I've played it 4 years in a row now. 3, I don't know. But this year was really fun because the shows were the biggest I've played, and people knew like all the words to my songs. So that was a really special thing because it was the first time that I played it with my album out, and so it felt really special and tiring this year. So that was great, and a lot of really cool things have come out of it already. But yeah.
Yeah, and this is that was just the kickoff. Because, I mean, you're playing a lot of festivals. You're going on tour with James Bay, who's an awesome guy, by the way.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you kind of knew what you were getting yourself into, right?
Well, I mean, leading up to the album being released, we've all kind of had, me and my whole team with the label and with the publishers, and, my booker, who's been, waiting to put all these tours together. We've all been waiting for the album release. And so we were all excited about a lot of things, and then everyone else was waiting for the album to come out for it to all fall into place. So once the album came out, it was kind of just this explosion, which is really amazing, but I'm trying to keep up with it all. I don't actually know where I am right now, so...
You're in New York.
Oh, cool. Okay, great. Whew. Good.
I'm always curious, too, because, X's and O's is, crazy... I will say successful, in that it's everywhere, and it's heard everywhere, and it's probably going to break through, alt rock and all this other stuff. How does, an artist like yourself feel? Does that take away from a full-length album? Because, we live in this age of singles and EPs and all that stuff. Does it take away, or no?
Well, I guess it's hard for me to reference anything because this is my first album.
Yeah.
And while I grew up listening to a full, album as a cohesive thing, in my experience, I feel like I've been lucky. X's has gotten a lot of syncs, and it's on the radio, and it's all over television, and I'm so unbelievably grateful. But it's cool to see people liking that song, and then they go and listen to other songs. So I don't have anything negative to say.
Right.
I feel like I get, lots of messages every day from people all over telling me what their favorite song on the album is. And a lot of them say it's not, well, they don't say, X's is not my favorite. A lot of people really like X's, which is awesome.
That song sucks! I like this one! So.
No, I love it. I love it when people tell me what their favorite one is. At South by, a lot of people came up to me and asked me why I didn't play this certain song on the album. Just because, we wouldn't have enough time, and we wanted to play all my favorites because I'm very selfish. But that's cool. That means that people are listening to all the songs on the album. So, I don't know.
I'm just curious, I'm going to ask you that question.
Okay.
2 or 3 albums then.
Oh, okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're never coming back again.
Probably not.
Because you're going to be too successful.
We'll see. I don't know. I'll see if I get any better offers.
Yeah. You're going to be like, I'm not going to do an interview on the couch for this schmuck.
Sure.
Anyway,
No,
by the way,
good.
is that a Never-Ending Story reference, this thing? Cause
Yeah, it is. I was channeling...
I love it.
Was he in here?
Child Empress?
Yeah, the Child Empress, yeah.
Right.
I was channeling her.
Love it.
I did this all for you. I'm not going to anything fancy after this. Oh, you can... I winked.
Yeah, you winked the wrong eye.
I tried to find the most neutral thing for doing something with a stranger and then hanging out in a room full of strangers after this. So I think I pulled it off, like a black sheet.
I like it.
Thanks.
Is that really a black sheet?
This is actually one of those things they wrap around you at the hair salon
Okay.
to like cut your hair.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm actually wearing a full sequenced bodysuit under this.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know where to go with that.
I know, me neither. We're really trailing off.
So let me jump back to the album, because that's why you're here, obviously. How long were you with these songs? Like, I mean, is this like something that dates back like 5-10 years, or is it kind of, I don't know, last 2 or 3 years kind of thing?
One song, I Told You I Was Mean, I wrote when I was 19 or 20, I think. And I've been playing that. Almost every set we open with that because it's like a really good vocal warm-up, and it kind of relaxes me because it's one of those things that I've been playing for so long that it like shakes out all my nerves. And so I Told You I Was Mean made the record, which makes me really, really happy because that was like one of the strongest songs that I wrote when I was first really started writing. And it tells a lot about me, and so then there's a couple other that I wrote before I even started making the album, and then a lot of the other songs came through co-writing or while I was touring, or on the way to the studio I wrote it in my head. So it's, I don't know, this album, since I signed with RCA, took about 3 years to make, and so a majority of those songs are during that time period, but a couple of them have, been around for a long time.
Cool. Have you always had like this distinctive a voice? Like everyone probably is like, oh, when did you realize you had such a unique voice? And they probably say unique correctly because I stumbled all over it. But everything about you is like so. I love it. It blends so many different genres. Even the artists you've opened for or toured with, it's like of Monsters and I forget what that.
Men.
Thank you. Is that it?
Of Monsters and Men, yeah.
Why did I fuck that up? I know that.
I don't know. Well, maybe because you're thinking of Mice and Men, maybe?
Maybe.
Of Monsters and
Maybe.
Women?
People do call me Lenny sometimes.
Why?
I don't know.
Hmm.
But anyway,
were you...
Did you just get that?
See, I
too?
didn't get... Oh, God.
No, but it's interesting. Even the people you open up for is such a like train, and like it's just
Yeah.
you're kind of all across the board, which is a good thing.
I think it's cool. I mean, I feel like no one knows which genre to put me in because I play so many different styles of music. But that's just because I wake up in a different mood every single day. I can't pick one. And so I'm really lucky that my label lets me play so many different, types. So I feel like they're like country, blues, rock and roll, pop. So they're like, oh, you're alternative,
Right.
which is cool. And then I've been really lucky to open up for, I don't know. It's hard to. I haven't done any 2 tours that are the same. Like I opened up for Train of Monsters Men. I opened up for Dropkick. Like that was crazy, and I feel really lucky to have had those experiences. And the fans are really cool because you think about a Dropkick tour, and people are there to like mosh and get drink and get crazy.
Yeah.
And I come out like, hi guys, I'd like to sing you a couple songs about heartbreak. But I mean, I'm rowdy enough, and I can subdue it when I'm on a pop tour. No, I don't. But it's cool, and people have been really awesome and open, and I feel like I still put on a good show, whether people are there to see me or not. Most likely they're not, or they're not really into my kind of music. I feel like we still put a fun show on, so it's cool. I've gotten most of my fans that way, and I feel like that's a fun way to learn new music. I always tell people, go see live music, go see the opening band, because soon they could be your new favorite band. So, I mean, that's how I find music, I love to see openers and all that stuff.
Cool. Last question. So I have a 4-month-old at home. I have a 3-year-old too.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Are you tired?
Can you tell? Are you listening to the questions I'm asking you? No. So is there any words of wisdom for my 4-month-old that you can impart to him, assuming 10, 15 years down the line there is still a YouTube or a whatever? Any words of wisdom that you can share with him?
Words of wisdom about anything?
Anything. Any advice?
Play drums.
Love it.
Annoy him. No. Listen to his musical taste, like me. Did I mention me? You should. Yeah. Listen to my music. Listen to him. No. Yeah. Definitely play drums to make him mad, and.
Thought we had something going.
I know. I'm so sorry. And listen to your parents' records. Definitely.